everyone, I am Negha Soni, an information security researcher. In this video I am going to explain you about differences between red team and blue team. Red teams are offensive security professionals who are experts in attacking systems and penetrating defenses. Blue teams are defensive security professionals responsible for maintaining internal network defenses against all cyber attacks and threats. Red teams simulate attacks against blue teams to test the effectiveness of network security. These red and blue team exercises provide a holistic security solution that provides strong protection while keeping an eye on evolving threats. Coming to this video, this tutorial contains: what is red team? Working of red team activities. What is blue team? Working of blue team activities. Skills required. Red team versus blue team. What is red team? The red team plans and simulates attacks, gains unauthorized access, exploits and targets vulnerabilities, and attempts to bypass the organization's security parameters installed by the blue team. Red teams use real-world cyber attack techniques to exploit weaknesses in a company's people, processes and technologies. A red team consists of security professionals who act as adversaries to overcome cyber security controls. Red teams often consist of independent ethical hackers who evaluate system security in an objective manner. They utilize all the available techniques, discussed below, to find weaknesses in people, processes, and technology to gain unauthorized access to assets. As a result of these simulated attacks, red teams make recommendations and plans on how to strengthen an organization's security posture. Working of red teams spend more time planning an attack than they do performing attacks. In fact, red teams deploy a number of methods to gain access to a network. Social engineering attacks, for example, rely on reconnaissance and research to deliver targeted spear phishing campaigns. Likewise, prior to performing a penetration test, packet sniffers and protocol analyzers are used to scan the network and gather as much information about the system as possible. Red teams use a variety of methods and tools to exploit weaknesses and vulnerabilities in a network. It's important to note that red teams will use any means necessary, per the terms of engagement, to break into your system. Depending on the vulnerability, they may deploy malware to infect hosts or even bypass physical security controls by cloning access cards. Penetration testing, in which a red team member attempts to access the system using a variety of real-world techniques. Social engineering tactics, which aim to manipulate employees or other network members into sharing, disclosing or creating network credentials, intercepting communication in order to map the network or gain more information about the environment in order to circumvent common security techniques, cloning an administrator's access cards to gain entry to unrestricted areas, phishing entails sending apparently authentic emails that entice staff members to take certain actions, such as logging into the hacker's website and entering credentials. What is blue team? The blue team, with the inside view of the organization's security, carries out the risk assessment. The blue team performs domain name system (DNS) audits and vulnerability scans, puts up additional firewalls, conducts regular checks, implements security awareness training programs, conducts digital footprint analysis, engages in reverse engineering, develops risk scenarios and constantly monitors them. A blue team consists of security professionals who have an inside-out view of the organization. Their task is to protect the organization's critical assets against any kind of threat. They are well aware of the business objectives and the organization's security strategy. Therefore, their task is to strengthen the castle walls so no intruder can compromise the defenses. Activities performed by blue team are: performing DNS research, conducting digital analysis to create a baseline of network activity and more easily spot unusual or suspicious activity, reviewing, configuring and monitoring security software throughout the environment, ensuring perimeter security methods, such as firewalls, antivirus and anti-malware software, are properly configured and up to date, employing least privilege access, which means that the organization grants the lowest level of access possible to each user or device to help limit lateral movement across the network in the event of a breach, leveraging microsegmentation, a security technique that involves dividing perimeters into small zones to maintain separate access to every part of the network. Skills required for Red Team are software development, penetration testing, social engineering, threat intelligence, and reverse engineering. Skill set required for Blue Team are risk assessment, threat intelligence, hardening techniques, monitoring and detection systems. Differences between Red Team and Blue Team are: Red Team, offensive security, ethical hacking, exploiting vulnerabilities, penetration tests, black box testing, social engineering, web app scanning. Blue Team, defensive security, infrastructure protection, damage control, incident response, operational security, threat hunting, digital forensics. So I hope that you all understand basic differences between Red Team and Blue Team in cyber security.